Okay, we're going to start off with the dollar index. So previous video I talked about when dollar was here, that high, this weekly kind of taking out these tops, closing back in the range, targeting what? These lows here and these lows here. So we've already been through that. I'm not going to go over that again. And I outlined that I wanted to see market move back into what? This breaker here, because this was the candle that led to the move up. And as soon as it smashed down, retest, and at the same time we had euro coming into our bullish level, support level, so you can see the result of that. Now I don't think we get done with the downside, so my next target obviously is going to be this low. We're still early into the week as well. It's only Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's just finished, so Wednesday starting, and I think we're going to take out this low. What happens after that, then we'll have to wait and see. It is the end of the month as well, so we've got to be careful, but judging by euro and cable, I think we still have more upside on those pairs, so I'm seeing further downside on the dollar. So at the moment, the way it's looking, there's not a clear level for me to say, okay, I'll short off certain level. We've come down. This low I mentioned here, it was this low here. We had a retest of that. See that here? See how it was acting as resistance? So we had a bearish block formed right at that level, and then retesting to that intraday, and then boom, we fell down, rolled over. So some of the pairs that are major, some of the majors, they haven't moved in sync with the dollar yet, and I think they will play catch up. The reason why I think they haven't moved is just to let the crosses run, like Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, pairs like that. I think I'll go over that as well. So next downside target is going to be that, then that. Looking at the monthly, I think I had a level marked out. Yeah, I think we're going to take out this monthly low here. Look how flat. It's like the open. So if you look at this, the low was 95.45, and the open, yeah, I think we're going to take out this monthly candle here. But for now, my targets are same as before. This level here, and then this level there, and then we'll see what happens. Further weakness, obviously we're going to start going for these lows here, but we'll wait for that. One target at a time for me. So that's dollar index covered. Nothing much changed on that. So let's switch to the euro. Euro dollar, lovely price action today. We talked about this bullish scenario and getting long off of here. So in the previous video I said that if we starting the week, if we came to this bullish block and they're going to move away from it to show this buying, so move away, broke market structure, and then back down, we're going to look for longs, and we got that here, and then leading into Asia, we couldn't break this low, which was a good sign of strength. Run up during London Open, and I got long here, here. So it's come down into this support here, block here, and then ripped up. I got out a bit early. I didn't really have a chance to get back on board, but I got out at the 160. As soon as I seen a resistance at 161 point extension, I got out, and ADR had been reached. You know, but we did start. We did take out these highs. These were the objectives, you know, before the week started. Now the key thing here is look at this range we've broken out of, right? So we've been in this range since what, 18th of May, my birthday. Yep, around the 18th of May ish, and we've been ranging for over a month now, and then now we've broken up. So any retest of this grey box, I look for bullish PA, look to continue long. Next targets are going to be these highs here. Going on to the weekly, I'll just start marking off each weekly high at a time. So we've got this here, and then this here. So if we go to the, so if we look at this, right, that was the high, right, and this was the low. So we came down, took out this low here, the low of this here, and then we took out this low here. So we took out this range, in this range we took out the lows. Now I think it's going to want to take out the highs. So bigger picture, I think we're going to go to 1.16. so I still see a lot of further upside potential. Whether we get there this week, I'm not sure, because it is the end of the month coming. You don't know, you can get it, but we'll see. The way it's looking to me, I mean, I wouldn't put it off, you know, but we can. So pullback wise, I'm not sure how much of a pullback we're really gonna get. I'll have to wait for London Open. I'll let Asia unfold, and I'll look to see what we got during London. I'm hoping this doesn't get taken during Asia. We get a little retracement, and then during London Open, I'll look for a quick stop rate. I'm not expecting a big stop rate because I think this market's really, really strong. And now that it's broken out, I think we're going to get a lot more further upside. Okay, so everyone clear with the euro. At the moment, I mean, I'm not seeing really clear entry here, to be honest with you. Going to my head, I mean, if come London Open, ideal scenario for me would be to see how this is supporting, finding support at the top of that range. So I'd say if we were to come into here, take out these lows, come London, but I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. I mean, it's looking strong now. I think you might want to just carry on during Asia, drift up during Asia, but we'll have to see. That would be ideal for me, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I am going to let Asia unfold, and I've got other trades on at the moment that are looking clearer that I can trade during Asia. So that's, I see high objectives at least. So that's going to be the next target there, and then weekly there. Okay. Cable took a long today on cable. After I got out of the euro, I was looking for, okay, where am I going to get in next? So I gave my entries during on Twitter. So let's start with the cable 4 hour. I mentioned my reasons. I said I am going to get long. So going into the week, hang on, let me just check something. Yep. Okay, so I was looking for a pullback, right? So this candle here, this was resistance turned support, right? Okay, but that's not enough for me. I want to see a level hold. I want it to prove to me that it's gonna hold. So come Monday, we came into it. That's fine. Drifted back down. We failed to take out this low. Okay. Yeah. So we failed to take out this low, and then we started moving up. And I was looking at euro at the same time. So euro and cable had similar price action. So my focus was mainly the euro because I was explained previously that euro GBP looked like it was gonna go higher. So it makes sense to long the euro instead, which I did do. So it came into here, short bullish flow, perfect. So now I'm looking at price action now. So now that I'm at the euro, I can still see further upside for cable. As we marked out before, I said these were initial targets here, right? This double top here, and then after that it's going to be this void fill here. I don't think it's going to stop here. Now let's draw out some fib projections, right? So high to low. So this was the high, swing high here, and then low to take out these stops. These are my objectives. Now my objective ideally is to fill in this thin inefficient move, right? Minimum. Now we have confluence here with the one, well, we got 127 here, but I don't think it's going to stop there, but I'll mark it out anyway. We might find a bit of profit taking here. That's next to objective is that. Now I like the 161.8 to take out majority, but then look at this, the 200 lines up nicely with these highs here. I believe we're going to take out these highs here. If you're going to get further dollar weakness, you know, cable is going to want to go up. And I mentioned that we've run down, and I did talk about this here. So these levels here, support, come down back into the range. Now look carefully. Now we're pivoting off. There's a key level here, so I'll do this in a different color. So let's do this in black. Strong support here, support, boom. We found resistance here. We tried to go above, failed. Main market wanted lower, came out, took out these stops. Now back above. Now we've cleanly, and we're going to most likely close strongly, depending on which broker you use. I usually follow the GMT times for my daily candle closes to look for, and yeah, it looks like we're going to most likely close above that. Okay. So next objectives obviously are going to be here, and then ultimately I like this area here. Okay, so this was the range. We came back below the range. So here, imagine this was the range here, and then we had broke down, retested that range. This consolidation here, broke down below, took out the stops, back above it, back in it. Now that we're back in, where are the stops going to be? They're going to be above here. So I believe we're going to go all the way back up above there. Okay, that's going to be my target. Yeah. And then looking at the other pound crosses, like G pound Aussie, it looks to me, I mean, just by eyeballing it right now. My screen's frozen. Wait a minute. Eyeballing right now, I mean, next target looks to me. Take out these tops here. We've come into this daily block here. Took out these lows here. Broke. Moved up. Back into this daily support. Up. Now the stops are gonna be resting above these highs here, and then I think we're just gonna fill in here. Minimum. These are just minimum targets. I do think we're gonna go higher, but I'm not really looking to trade these, but I'm just looking these as a which pairs to really take, you know, which if the dollar's weak, which ones am I really looking at. And Euro GBP did suggest a euro stronger euro, but I didn't get an entry on that. Further entry, and the euro was just too strong. Well, I'm going to look for another pair to trade on pound. Pound had good reason to go up, so I took that instead afterwards. So looking at pound Aussie and pound New Zealand, you know, these pairs look like they want to go higher. It doesn't mean that Aussie can't go up. I just think it just means that it shows me that pound, there's a lot of strength still left in there. So that's that. Okay, euro I've done. Aussie dollar. Now Aussie is key for me now. Today it came down despite, you know, the dollar weakness, and I just think the reason they did that is just to manipulate the exotics like pound Aussie and euro Aussie. I don't think this is over. I'm still bullish this market. So question is, where do I want to get on board this? Okay, so we've got this here. I talked about this block here, and you know, midway of the block comes here, right? Nice buying up over here. I think this is a trap. I'm not convinced this is done. I still think we're gonna go up to here at least. Whatever it does after that, that's fine, but minimum targets here. Take out these stops here, there. Now I'm in two minds about this, where I want to get on board. There's a few areas that I'm looking at. Obviously I've got my eye on here. I don't really want to see it go all the way down here. I do not, I mean, there's stops resting here. I do not want to see it go. I mean, it can do, I mean, how far is that? 26 pips, 27 pips, it can do that, but I don't. I think this consolidation here, I wanted to find support within here. Now look at this. So if we look right here, this high here, mouse is all over the place today. I'm looking at this like this. So I take here, this high here, this low here, okay, and then accumulation in it. So I'm thinking if it's gonna go up, right, I'm thinking where is the accumulation happening? I think accumulation are happening here. So it's run up above the box, come down, tested this, run up, and it's come down back into here. The only problems I have is we've got a bit of thin move here, I mean gap here, right? It doesn't necessarily have to fill. If the market's strong, it doesn't necessarily have to fill. What I would have liked to have seen was this, I mean, market come into, take out this low, fill this gap in, and then run off. But it, at the moment, I'm not too clear. I mean, the target's big on this, so I'm still gonna carry on letting this this market unfold before I get on board. But I think the rest of the week, I mean, I want to see these pairs play catch up. If they don't, they might just consolidate these markets and let the Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, and pairs like that go rip, and while the cable and fiber continue going up. So I'm not too clear at the moment on this market, but I will be looking for, if it comes lower, if you break, I want to look for bullish price action on here. I don't want to see this level go. If this level goes, then most likely I'm going to sit on the sidelines and just let it do its thing. So yeah, this is a bit tricky market for me at the moment, but I'll see what happens here. Looking at the 15 minute, I mean, if you look at the low of the week, so there, so looking at 15 minute, we've come down, we've taken that, we've come into this here. So let's get rid of this for now. Took out these little starts by a pip or two, and then starting to push up. If we get a rally above here, and then I'll see a dip back down, and then I'll look to get long. So we'll see what happens there. But for now, I mean, it's not really clear to me. Yes, I have objectives all the way up there, but I need price to prove to me that it wants to go up. For now, there's nothing to suggest that the buyers have stepped in just yet. Kiwi, similar scenario. What I like about I've got similar with Aussie dollar. I mean, if this falls into here, then I see that Aussie dollar falling into that daily block as I've marked out, and that is 33 pips away, so it's not too far away. Now what's significant about this level is that if we do this, this is low of the week so far, right? Low of the week like this. So Aussie dollar and Kiwi are sort of correlated, you know, most of the time. So we've taken a low of the week now. So those that were long beginning of the week and bounced up to there, this stuff would have been here and here. I did call the long here. I did get on board, but it's nice to see market go my way. Now, a lot of people are seeing us short this market. That's fine. If you're short-term trading, that's fine. But bigger picture, I do not believe this wants to go lower. I think this will still play catch up with the euro and cable, and I do see higher objectives for this market. I think the next target, obviously, once we take out this here, then it's going to be this here. So these are just short-term targets here. Okay, I think by the end of the week we take out this level here. I don't see. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. The only scenario where, like I said, if they don't take it out, is purely because I think they just want to manipulate the crosses. So we're finding support here, and this is where I initially suggested along beginning of the week. I mean on the weekend, as the price dips back down into here, look for longs, and we've got that. So I think we're coming back into this one here, and we're see now nicely we've taken on this low here, right? So a possible scenario for Asia would be into here, possible long, but ideally what I want to see this high get taken. So I want to see a move up. I want to see a move up just to prove to me this buyer has stepped in, and I would see this as a breaking market structure and this as a stop rate. And I'm looking at this price action right now. I mean, look at this daily, right? Now look at that bearish candle here, right? But look at this as well. See, when this happened, a lot of people got short here, and then boom, grinded up. And like I suggested, this sort of movement up is strong price action to me. I don't see this as thin or, you know, I see this as, you know, solid buying unfolding here. So I think this is gonna rip up, and I think a lot of people are gonna be short, trapped short here, and I think they're gonna get screwed. I'm not willing to trade this market yet, but that's my idea so far. If once I get price telling me that it wants to push up, then I will step in and I'll go in and long it. So ideally I want this to be the low now, because we've taken on the stops. There's no reason for them to take it that low again. If I'm correct on this H1 block holding, then we shouldn't really see market go below that, because we've taken out the stops, and now it's time to play catch up with the dollar weakness and start pushing up. And a sign of a stop rate is they start pushing up quick. They don't want to let them, you know, come out. So ideally take them out without them even noticing, and obviously they're gonna notice, but I want to see a quick push up. Okay, and this move here down would show me that the whole selling here today was fake, and just to take out more liquidity for the next leg up. So having that in mind, Kiwi took out Monday's low, but Aussie did not take out Monday's low, which suggests to me Aussie is the stronger market. Okay, do I have an Aussie New Zealand chart in front of me? Yep. So yeah, look at this. Aussie New Zealand is suggesting higher prices. Come out, take on this low, and then push up, and I'm assuming we're gonna take out this. So if I want to go long, I'm gonna look for Aussie longs. Okay, so that's that. That's that done. Let's look at gold now. I'm looking at gold and dollar yen. Now let's look at what's happened at gold. Beginning of the week, you know, we came down, and finally we filled in this void here, this gap here, into this 1, 2, 3 days of bearish candles, 3-day block, or this weekly block here. We've come in, tagged that, taken out last week's low. Now we're gonna push up. I believe we're gonna go all the way up. If you look at the commitment of traders, we've the net position of the commercials has gone up strongly, and I believe we are going to rip up. So same here, this was the accumulation area from high to low, you know, all this accumulation here, this low here, smack back that into here, took out these stops. Now I believe we're going to push up. Same targets as before, I haven't changed it. So target, now that this has happened, target stops here, there, and then ideally I think we're going to go up all the way up to here. I think all this down move was to reload more longs, take out the weak longs, and start pushing higher. So I'm watching this for dollar yen purposes. where I want to enter dollar yen, and I posted on Twitter where I took a short on dollar yen, and I'm going to go over that now. So once this starts moving above here and shows me more price action, then I might take gold long as well. I've got strong conviction behind this long here, but we'll see. So that's gold there. Is everyone clear with me so far? Is it making sense? I'm keeping it simple, okay? I'm keeping it simple, and there's no need to complicate it. So that's all I'm looking for, higher prices. So we'll wait for price to unfold. So what I did was I posted this here. So see this accumulation here, down, took out these stops into this block here, support here, pushed up, now retested that accumulation, and I see higher prices now. Okay, now dollar yen, I really like this pair, so I'm gonna spend some time on this. Now this has been, I said in the previous review on the weekend, I said I'm not even though I'm expecting weaker dollar index, I'm not willing to take dollar yen shorts, and this is why we've had a move up, because I believed we're going to take a higher prices, and that was based on looking at euro yen and pound yen. Okay, so I thought that if dollar index is going to go down, I think they're either going to hold it or dollar yen is going to go completely opposite, and dollar yen can do that. So as you can see, look at the move we had on pound yen. I had these targets on pound yen previously in the videos, this high here, we've taken out this high there. Euro yen, similar thing. Well, euro yen's had a massive move up. My target was this high here, but as you can see, it's shot up. Yeah, I mean, it looks to me it's probably gonna go higher, but I'm not willing to take this pair here because it's just gone too far. So back to the dollar yen. So that was my main reasons for not taking the dollar yen short, because all the other yen crosses were looking like they were wanted to go higher, and also dollar yen for me hadn't come into resistance. Now let's note this. You know, what's the flow been? If you go each weekly resistance or block here, then we've had the sell-off weekly, and today what's happened? We've come into that weekly. Now it can push higher. I mean, if you look on the daily, you know, you could come into that daily block there, but I don't think it necessarily has to. And the way the dollar index is behaving, I don't want it to fall now. We've taken out the stops here. These were the key stops here, right? Going to the 4 hour, these were the key stops here, and I think a lot of people are looking at this as a inverse head and shoulders, and coupled with other things, I just don't believe this is going to go higher. But probability wise, I mean, risk reward wise, I've got a good setup to short it here for my shorts, and good reasons to not take a long. So it's coming to that weekly resistance, the weekly block there. Go break down to the lower time frame, this 4 hour block here. We've come up, taken out these stops here, and this accumulation here. See this accumulation here, and then this as well. So there's a lot of things lining up here, and if you drew 50% of this, that's actually the top here. So, and at the same time, gold's coming to support as well. So, you know, a lot of things are lining up for me to short this, and I've shorted it. I've given the call on my Twitter. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? So here, short use bar market 112.27, stop 37, but then I reduced my stop loss to 33. So let me take you through the short idea. So I've seen this happen, right? We've run up, down, you know, breaking down, and then run up again, and now ideally it's the second move up here that I want to start shorting into. So we've come up and made this high here, and then a higher high, taking out this high here, and then breaking down. So ideally I do not want to see this. Once you got this breakdown here, I do not want to see this high get taken. So when I shorted it, it was at 27. I think my highest entry was 30, but by the time I entered on the other accounts, it's about 27 to 30. It's called 27 my lowest entry, right? Shorted there, and I kept my stop loss there initially. So I'm looking at this carefully, and I'm seeing this here, right? It's come down, and I'm finding resistance here. So I thought, okay, I don't want to. I was in two minds, because I was trying to convince myself into taking a long as well, and for me to have more conviction behind this short, I want to see these lows get taken, and then I'll start compounding bigger size, more size onto this. So I thought, okay, if I'm correct, then we shouldn't see price come above there. I want to see immediate sell off. Okay, so I reduced my stop loss to just above this candle here. So the high here is 325, so I put it at 33. My spread is really low on here anyway, so yeah. So if I go down to the 15-minute, we've got this block here as well, so we're finding resistance off of. But if I draw basic support and resistance, support, you know, support, resistance, resistance, it shouldn't really go back above here. If it does, it's either for a stop rate or I'm wrong. If I get stopped out, then I'll wait on the sidelines, but for now it's doing as I expected it to. So I'm actually thinking we might get a move all the way down to well, those that are along the head and shoulders. I mean, I don't really trade these patterns much, but I'm assuming, I don't know whether I can't answer for where the stop loss is going to be, but I think those that are along, they're trapped. And I think we're going to go down and into at least here, fill this in. And I spoke about where price was here. I said I'm not looking for shorts, but if it was to break down below here, then that's where I would really be confident in shorting, and this low here. Okay, and I'll just target that. So I'm actually targeting here, this level here. So that would probably my stop loss is 5 ticks. So 5 ticks stop loss, and say call it 230 pip target. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 40 odd I'm looking for on this. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that. I mean, it is a bit ambitious, but like I said, once we start breaking down more, then I'll have more confidence on this idea. At the moment, I'm not too confident, and that's why I've got such a tight stop loss. So we'll see what happens with this. But at the moment, I want to start looking for shorts. If it starts going above here, then short ideas are off, and then I think we're gonna just fill in the rest of this and probably end up going back to about around here. Okay, so it's risk to reward wise, it's worth a shot for me, and I'm probably get stopped out by the while this video is running. So that's that. Dollar CAD, I think we're gonna go lower in line with the further dollar weakness. So I think we're gonna take out these lows here and come into this block here, so around here. But I'm just gonna mark out minimum target, which would be here. Obviously, I think I'm just gonna come here, but I like to mention from current market to here, 200 odd ticks still to go. So where I'd be looking to short it would be if I take this low here. So the low here is 132.092, 132.2. Okay. Now if you look carefully, this down candle is buying within here, which pushed the market up to take out this high here. So now that would act as a breaker. We've also got a daily bearish block here in confluence, and if you look, support, 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 you know. So we've pushed up. I mean, I'll have to, like I said, there's no clear entry right now for me on this, but come London Open, I'll see where I get the stop run, and then once I've had the stop run and breakdown, then I'd look to short it. But right now I don't see a clear entry, so we'll have to wait and see it. But I know what I'm targeting, which will be these lows, so there'll be plenty of opportunity to get on board. You know, once you even let London unfold, New York could give you a clear opportunity, because once you know where the high of the day is, then you can just work with that. So I still see further downside. We are into a bit of support here, this cluster price action here, but we'll see. At the moment it's still bearish price action. So that's that done. I don't think there's anything else right now. Oh yeah, cable. So where am I looking to get on board cable? I think I missed out something on cable. Yeah, so this support here, right, the reason why I said on Twitter why I don't want it to go below here is because let me draw this out. So ideally, if you draw the bodies out, see the bodies, this where the volume is at usually. I get more touches of this. So the bodies here, touch there, touch there, touch. Can't close above, can't close above. Now, like I said, close above. Now here we get this block here. So ideally, I don't really want to see it go below here. I mean, we could obviously, and we could come all the way down, I don't know, but this is where I'll be looking for bullish price action come London Open. If I see a push away from that, then I know the buyers have stepped in. Dip back down, go for the long, and like I said, targets I've marked out. So we had a dirty spike up here, so I think you might want to come down, fill the rest of this void in here. But what I like is we've been efficient all the way up. There's no thin movement, so there's no reason really to take it back lower. So I really like this price action, and I think tomorrow we get a really rip up. I think tomorrow is the cable's turn to rip further, so we'll have to see what unfolds there. And like I said, I think a lot of people are going to be trapped here. Okay, so is that clear so far? But that's what I'm looking for now. I'll do more updates as I'm going along, but to show from what price action has given us today, these are my ideas. Let me just look at what Aussie is doing here. Aussie and Kiwi, yeah. So Kiwis show nice buying off of here now. So this is an idea. Okay, so that's done. Let me stop the recording and we can take questions. So stop.